Alright, so we're going to go ahead and look at Webull now, and part 2, comparing to Robinhood. So we'll start off here at overlooking my account. So I currently have $2,720 market value. I invested about $2,200 or so, $2,300 in this account. $1,200 from the stimulus, as well as $1,000 that we had from Morgan Stanley that I pulled out in cash. So overlooking here, you can see your positions that you hold, as well as your open orders that you have on anything you're looking to sell or buy. And then over here on the right is an overview of your account, your buying power, your cash, any payables. So I'm expected to get 47 cents from SPHD in dividend, as well as any of your different account levels. So then if we go and look at a stock, so we'll look at Draftkings. You click on the stock, first thing it gives you is your filled record. So it shows you how many stocks you bought, when. It gives you your average price and last sold price, as well as your portfolio ratio. You can buy or sell stocks from there, close out your position, or go and look at the stock. So looking at the stock here, you can see currently it's set at a 10-minute candlestick. You can change that to 1 minute to up to 4 hours, or you can go look at daily or weekly up through yearly. You can also change how you have your layout if you want it as a line or candlestick or any of these different areas you can set your chart to, as well as you have all these different indicators you can add. So these are your standard ones, plus you have additional ones listed here that you can add as well. So which is one benefit over Robinhood, which you don't get any indicators on. Then looking back up at the top, you can drop this down. It gives you information about the stock. You get your open and previous close, a 52-week range, your volume, turnover, earnings per share. If there's a forward PE, dividend, any shares outstanding, your dividend yield. Then down below, you'll get any news, ticker information that's going across. Then you get your volume down here, you can see, as well as then you get quotes that you can get from the NASDAQ that you can subscribe to. And then you get your time and sales, so you can see that live as it's going across, as well as a volume analysis, and then order flow distribution, large scale orders in the last 5 days. Then you can go to news stories. So to give you that, which that one up there was the one we saw up at the top, as well as go to comments. So you have these that people can leave comments on the stock. So that's something that's cool that you can have if something's upcoming or what other people are anticipating. So you can add that to anything, as well as then you have an analysis, looking at analyst ratings on the stock, as well as a target price, as well as the cost distribution. Then you have press release, if there's any press releases, financials you can get. This one doesn't have the most since it's fairly new. You can get income statements, revenue, operating income, balance sheet. We'll go over just a delta to show, for example, on the financials. So you can see the earnings per share is only what you get from Robinhood, but you can see here you can get all this information and data from Webull. You get earnings forecast, as well as income statement, balance sheet, and cash flow, as well as a peer comparison. So I'm assuming this will be looking at all the airline industry. So you can get that, how Delta compares to all the others for earnings per share or any of these ratios. So you have a lot more ability to do research for different stocks. And then also you have a description of the company, as well as industries you can click on to take you to airlines, and then give you a list of airlines if you're interested in that, or institutional holdings, as well as you have ETFs. So you can see from here what the top ETFs are for this stock. So the US Global Jets ETF, you click on that, it'll take you to the ETF, and then you can see or buy or trade that stock. On the ETFs, you can see up here, it'll show you the expense, so it's 0.60%, as well as a Morningstar rating if there is one. Then you get the same news and comments. You also get performance, so you can see how this has done in the 1 day, week, month, 3 months, 6 months, year to date. So since the airline industry is down, this of course is down. And then you can see the investment in the stock in this ETF. So it's up to $304 million, 98% in stock and 1.2% still in cash. Then you see here Southwest is the largest at 11%, then American 11%, Delta at 9%. So you see the top 10 holdings in the stock. So that's nice. And then you got this key executives that you can see down here. When they did have a dividend, you could see that here on the press release. I think Delta has now stopped their dividend. So now you can see it's at 0. It was about 40 cents per share. So you get that. And then to trade, you would just hit the trade button here. And then you could look to trade this stock, a limit order, a market order, stop order, or a one trigger or the other. So if you want to do a limit order at, say, 22.75, you could put that in. And then if you want to buy 2 shares, you could put that in. You could set if you want it in day or good until canceled. And if you want to do extended hours or not to do after hours trading. And then you would just hit buy and you could place that limit order, or you can do a market order on 1 share at whatever the market price is currently going at. So then we'll look here at performance. So you can do a quick trade. If you know a stock you want to look at, you can just search that and go straight into it to make a quick trade. Performance. You can see your performance over the last 5 days up to all time. So all time I'm up $290. Then you have a little bar showing you how your different expenses on trading, profits and losses, your dividends, margin interest, and other fees. So I have $3.28 in dividends with Apple, and then I should be getting that 44 cents from SPHD in the next couple days. And you can see for your stock or options, you do also have option trading from the trading menu. You can go to options and trade any options from there as well. Then you have a little bubble graph showing your stock's profit and loss, as well as a graph you can compare to the Dow Jones. So I'm up 11.84% compared to the Dow is up 3.98%. You can change that to the S&P or the NASDAQ. And then you can also get your little bar chart showing you your profits or loss per day, week, or month. Then you can deposit if you want to put more money in. In the more, you have these options that you can do, as well as you can open an IRA as well. They have that, as well as they have paper trading, which is great. You can get $1 million to invest however you want. You get the same, invest in any stocks or ETFs, and you can watch that grow. So you have any open orders. If Southwest gets below $23, then I'll buy 100 shares. You can do a quick trade there. You also have your performance. You can see how you've been doing. So that's nice, something that's fun to play around with. And then also they have screeners. So you can set up a screener if you're trying to look to investigate new stocks. So if we want to look at chemicals in the United States and the any different stock option you can check, or market cap or volume. So you have all these indicators that you can look at. So if we want to do a dividend of, say, 2% to 5%, or let's do 8%, you can do that. Hit done. And now we have 27 stocks that meet that indicator. You also have these other indicators that you can add. You can have analyst rating. You can add that if they're rating as buy or strong buy. So you can go there and it'll tell you your dividend yield of 2.25% on this stock, Albemarle. So then you can just go into that stock directly from there. You can also add all these stocks to a watch list, or you can save it and name that screener however you'd like. So then going down, you can have your watch list. So you can create your watch list. You have your My Watch List. You can add any stock to that, or these are your My Positions. So this is one that's defaulted in there of stocks that you own, as well as any new additions. So this is one that I created myself on ones I would look to potentially add, as well as my own and other are ones I own in Robinhood, or I have this ETF in Morgan Stanley. So you can edit this list, edit your watch list settings. You can set all these different settings that you can change. Simulated holdings. So you have all these different information that you can add. If you want to do a new list, you can hit the little 3 lines at the side and you can go to a different list. So if I want to go to my watch list, I can do that, as well as you can swipe left or right and go through your list that way. Also, you can manage your list here, or you can add a new list that you can create as well. Then looking at the market, you have your market in the United States, your Dow, S&P, and NASDAQ. You can see that, do all these different settings that you can do. You can see your advancers and decliners, your net flow, top gainers by all these different settings, losers, most active, hot ETFs, best performing industries. If you click into any of these, it'll take you to ETFs that are in that section. Then you have this, which is what we're already in to begin with. Then you have the community page that people have been posting in. So you can see all that there. This is the paper trading competition, which there isn't currently one, but you have that. Top news you can have. And then your watch list. So these are news on items that are in your hot list or watch list. Then on menu, you have all this under settings. So you have any of these, you can do alerts. So you can set up alerts that you have, or any of the posts that you've had. You can see how those are been at. You have favorites, any saved articles you have, a calendar. You can see any earnings that are upcoming, dividends, IPOs, economic data. So you have all that for looking at different days. You have all these quotes that you can sign up for if you'd like to subscribe. There's also a learning center that you can get more information. And if you go to the settings here, you can see all these general settings that you have that you can set. You can also set a theme. So if you wanted to auto switch at nighttime, you can set that however you'd like, or you can turn on night mode, which will make it dark. Your notifications, you can set on notifications that you want to get. And I think that's about it. Then here's your free stocks that you can get. So I have 4 free stocks. My one stock that I got valued at $2.46 that I sold. And then Snapchat, which I currently still hold, it was valued at $11.27. Now it's up to like $19. And then 2 Levi stocks got for referring my wife, and she deposited $100. And I got those, which I sold for a profit as well, and was able to buy an additional stock in Draftkings. Yeah, so I think that is about it. So if you like this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. And if you have any information or would like me to go over any of these additional stocks that I have and why I invested in them, please let me know. And everyone have a wonderful day. Thank you.